Hello. I guess you're all watching because you want to hear all about Drawn and its sequels that are coming out on May 30. Basically, um, I thought I'd take the opportunity because there's lots of questions coming my way about the series. So I thought I might take a bit of a moment to chat to you all about what my vision was for it and, why the heck I did what the heck I did. So basically, I suppose we'll start off with Drawn itself. I set that to free recently because I wanted as many people to read it before the sequels came out because I don't know, we think it's a pretty cool idea to be able to choose your own hero. So I guess we want as many people jumping on in there to make their choice as we can. The feedback has been phenomenal for it. Some people don't really get why Henrietta and Damien are as insane about each other as they are, but most of you understand the concept perfectly. Like, you're coming and telling me that you're getting book hangovers, or like you've never felt the way you did whilst reading a book before, which is exactly what I wanted. Like when I was writing it, I felt like I was, in one of those, book hangover type of states myself the whole time. Like it was very intense for me to write, and so my hope was that you get the feelings that I was trying to put in there whilst you were reading it. So it's not romance. Drawn isn't, like, I keep saying that it's an erotic thriller really, because it's a book about when you're too young to be able to make sense of your feelings, how easy it is to slip into an obsessive relationship, that like it's about obsession, it's about desire, and this insane connection that these two people have. And essentially the whole series is about Damien's inability to control himself, and even Etta's inability to control herself. She's a young girl and just doesn't know her mind yet. Like a lot of us are reading from our mid-20s to our mid-30s, even older. And so we can see that with being, our own analytical minds, because we've gone through these things before. We know people who have gone through these things, so we can see the things that are happening in the book that like make us go, oh my god, get away from him, he's crazy. But the fact of the matter is, if you're the person in that relationship, or even your friend is or whatever, then they themselves don't see that until it's too late. Everyone else can always see the problems in your relationship before you do. I suppose that's the point I'm trying to make, and that's kind of what I was trying to do with Henrietta and Damien. And Aaron, of course, is the beautiful best friend, ex-boyfriend who still loves her, and Etta does love him. It's just isn't this intense pull that she has toward Damien, which is why poor Aaron gets kind of pushed to the side in Drawn. However, when if you've read my blog post, you already know this part, but when I finished writing Drawn, I was sitting down having lunch with my husband, and we were talking about how originally I wanted to dislike Damien. Like I kind of saw him as like the husband in Sleeping with the Enemy, and so I kind of wanted him to be that insane guy who's obsessed with the girl, and the girl gets away and everyone's like, oh thank god she left him. But kind of as I got to know him, if that makes sense, I couldn't ruin his life the way I was planning, the way I thought I would, by pulling Henrietta away from him completely. And then I was saying to my husband that I think if I still go down that path, then lots of people are going to really be very angry about it, and I feel bad about it myself, but then I can't change my plans and have Henrietta going with Damien, because that would mean that Aaron would miss out, and then either way it'd all be bittersweet. And he said to me, well, I don't know why you don't just write both books. And then I went, you know what? I can do that, you know? So that's kind of how this idea's been born. I have no idea if anyone's done it before me. I know people have done alternate endings, but I don't know if anyone's done, you know, completely two separate books. But yeah, so we will see, you know, like basically the two sequels, they're both going to release on May 30, and they are both going to start at the point where Henrietta walks in on Damien when he's with Beck. So at the end of Drawn, when she runs away, that's basically where Drawn 2 is going to start. And then we're going to follow the progression from when Damien... Oh, my kids are running around outside my office. We're going to follow the progression from when Damien gets arrested, has his trial, goes to prison. So we're going to see him while he's in there. We're going to see Henrietta reacting to the news that he's been arrested, and going to Phillip Island to try and start her life new without worrying about whether Damien finds out about the baby or not. So, you know, her reasons for hiding the baby will come out, his reasons for getting her pregnant will come out, his reasons for why he has been so obsessive, and why he behaves the way he does will all come out in both books. But essentially, when you think about the names of the two books, we have Obsession and Redemption are their names. So that's a pretty good indicator as to what you're getting yourself into when you pick that up. One, they're going to follow the path that they were already on of being completely obsessed. And, you know, we'll move through and explore how that's going to affect their lives, and, you know, how that continues to push and pull whomever it does. And then on the other side, it's redemption, where everyone learns to stand on their own 2 feet and discovers their own minds and their own paths. And, you know, so that's kind of the sweet, happy road, or the obsessive road that's going to take you on a bit of a kicking and screaming journey. What else can we talk about? Both books, of course, at the moment are available for pre-order on iBooks. I've emailed Amazon about 50 times and told them about the concept, and I've shown them the interest you all have in the second books, but they have not accepted to put it up for pre-order. So unfortunately, on all of the other platforms, you're going to have to wait until May 30 when it releases officially. So I think there's still some slow uploads for Kobo users. So hopefully I'll talk to the guy at Smashwords who helps look after all of us indie authors, and see how long it's going to take to get through to Kobo, because I know that A Beautiful Rock took a while to go live there, so fingers crossed it won't take so long. What else have we been asked about? One big question I keep getting is who would I choose if I had to choose between the two of them, and the best answer I can give you is I would choose Damien for a weekend, and I'd choose Aaron for my happily ever after, just because, you know, Damien's a bit too intense for me for the rest of my life, I think. But yeah, you know, Aaron's that nice guy who's going to wash the dishes for you, basically. So and, you know, just make sure you're a happy person. So I suppose that's how I'd go for me personally. But, you know, Henrietta, one of the beta readers said that she can see how both men are her soulmates. It just depends on what part of her personality wins over more. So, you know, everyone's giving me great feedback for them. They're all excited. There's a couple of things inside both books that, if you're familiar with gaming terminology, they're Easter eggs, basically. And so when you're reading through the book, you'll find some scenes that are in both books, or some references that you'll see in both books, and you'll be like, oh my god, that's there because it's from the other one, which is, all the beta readers are going, haha, I saw that, I like that. So everyone's been picking up on it. So I'm very happy that it's turning out so far. So hopefully you're all going to really like it, because I'm very nervous as to how it's going to be received. So we shall see. You never know. Sometimes, you know, you come up with these ideas and think, well, that's awesome, and then it all just it goes pop, fizzle, and then yeah, it fades away. But we will see. It's been very hard. I'm exhausted. I'm hoping I haven't jumbled this all up too much and you've actually been able to understand it. I should have written this all down. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. It's not long to release, less than 2 weeks, so we're coming. Yay! Thank you guys.